Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Polkadot. So Polkadot also reached obviously my target area. It has now moved back into this target area. This was the target area between $5.62 and $10.65. It was a long journey, again a long adventure, till we finally got there after, I think the first time I talked about this target area for Polkadot was either end of November or early in December, and we finally got there after roughly half a year. Yeah, which is fantastic. Prices that were not imaginable when we were here around $30 or something, in December. But we finally reached it. That's based on the Elliott wave count that we here back in January to May 21 created an impulsive wave, a 5-wave move up, an overall higher degree wave 1. We then currently are still probably in a wave 2 consisting of an A, B, C pattern, which is just a corrective pattern. A wave 2 consists always of 3 waves, and again these waves then again they have subwaves. A wave A, for example, has 5 waves, a wave B typically 3 waves, a wave C 5 waves, typically in the most basic format. In this case it would be different because it's an expanded flat, but we don't want to get into the details here. So overall we've been following this price action, and it has worked out in the end. Hopefully it saved some people money, and we are now in this region here, and I would expect that overall correction to be finished in the region around $5 to $6, so around the 88.7% Fibonacci level. That is how I can see it at the moment, from a current point of view and how the markets are unfolding at the moment. So let's zoom in into the immediate short term, and I go for that to the 1 hour chart, because this is where currently it's all playing out. So in the last videos for Polkadot, told you that I now expect a reversal. We even saw here a head and shoulders, with a neckline around $10.35. Now that has played out, and we even broke below previous support. So we broke below the previous swing low here at $9.80 roughly, and we broke below it, and it seems like that we're currently retesting this level from below. So the price is currently not able to get back above that level again. So if I add here this sort of support or resistance level, you can see that we have moved below it and we're not able to get above it. It actually looks a bit like a bear flag, where you're coming down here quite strongly and you're consolidating currently, and you're retesting this successfully, and in the next move you will probably move down. That is how I currently see it. The fact that we have now made a lower low doesn't of course mean we couldn't break that level briefly again to the upside. That would actually be something I would primarily expect in a corrective move to the upside, but we made a lower low, and therefore this structure is now broken and we are back in a downtrend, and therefore I now have to primarily expect that we are going to see again lower prices here for Polkadot. You can draw here a descending wedge currently on the chart. So this would suggest that we do break out here to the upside. A descending wedge is rather a rather bullish pattern, breaking out to the upside as we did it with this descending wedge that we still have on the chart, and that could be confirmed by looking at the Elliott wave count. And if I apply here, and that is perfectly valid, if I apply the Elliott wave count that I have applied for Bitcoin now and Ethereum as well, where we have here a WXY pattern, and that 4th wave is actually finished here, where we then had an Elliott wave triangle, basically here an A, B, C, D, E, which then broke to the downside. We talked about that breaking of that triangle to the downside, or I actually had another pattern here on the chart. In the end, they both were very similar and they both had led to the same result. But if I look at it like this, then it at least gives me the same wave count that we also have here for Bitcoin, where I can count this as a 5-wave move down, and we would now wait for a wave 2 to the upside, a corrective wave 2. So basically that in this higher level degree wave 4, that this is now complete. That is the assumption that we're now in a wave 5 down, and as I said, a wave 5 consists of 5 waves, and the assumption is that we might have completed here the first wave of these 5 waves, and we are now in the wave 2 of these 5 waves, which means that we are probably going to see a little bit of a relief rally to the upside, a corrective move up. Wouldn't be surprised if that gets all the way up to 10.35 again to retest that level before we then go down further. From Fibonacci level point of view retracements, we would then actually see here, yeah, roughly the 61.8% fib level at 1042. So that would be an ideal retracement level for wave 2, yeah, before we then move down in a wave 3 of the larger wave 5. So you can see it with these arrows. So it might be a bit confusing if you've never heard about the Elliott waves, but so far I think it's guided us really through this whole correction very well. And in the end it would be looking like something like that, corrective wave 2 to the upside. Now then at the next stage, as soon as we have completed that correction, then the wave 3 down, which would be again an impulsive move, having 5 waves down, then a wave 4 to the upside, and in the end a wave 5 down, which would complete that higher degree wave 5. And then I'd be extremely happy, because then it has fulfilled everything that we have been talking about. And primarily I still expect another drop, and this here is the roadmap how it could look like. Of course no guarantee, but ideally in that move down we want to make a lower low, and that could go down as low as the 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level. Could even drop a bit lower. Yeah, we've seen that, nothing unusual for the altcoins that they actually drop below the 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level. Important is only that they do recover quickly after they have done that they don't stay there for many months, or even for many months, and that they do recover, and that is very important, that they do recover when the other cryptos do recover as well. So because I always get the questions, let's take a look at the outlook. What will it be when how will it look like when the overall correction is finished? Because this here is a wave 1, the impulse up back in 21, coming down in a wave 2. The next wave up should be a wave 3. Now here I still have it on the chart from previous videos. The wave 3, the next larger wave up, yeah, when we're back in the bull run, that should take Polkadot into the area of at least $87. Can even go higher, maybe to 125 or even $137. Bit too early to talk about that yet. Then we have wave 3 here, then we will have another wave 4 down and a wave 5 up. Now that is nothing that will all happen this year. I think that wave 3 we could still see this year, yeah. Might be optimistic, but I am an optimist generally. So, but in the short term, I would still expect lower prices. And until we see a turnaround on the indicators of the 4-day chart, which all look very bearish still, I don't really want to emphasize these price targets too much, because we first of all need to complete this correction, and the 4-day chart here still hasn't turned around yet. But of course, as soon as I see that, I will make you aware. All right, so hopefully you liked the update about Polkadot. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership, maybe the trading course I'm offering on morecryptoonline.com. And make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram. For all of these social media channels, you can find the links in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.